Hey, how's it going? And welcome to G-Ball Vision. Today, I have a new knife here to share with you coming in from Hightron Knives. Now, while I get this opened up, you know what to do. Let me know down in the comments what your carry is for today. Really nice packaging from Hightron here. You get a couple of stickers, a microfiber cloth, the hard case, obviously, and of course, you are going to get your knife. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this knife here. I know a couple of things. They are available, and I'll have them linked down below in the description and in the pinned comment. I do believe this is called the Hightron Edge Play here, and this is not going to be what we have seen from Hightron in the past. This is going to be a much more premium knife than some of the others we have taken a look at here over the last year. From what I know right now, they are doing an insane deal on these. Buy one, get one free. Now, they are coming in around $260, $270, but you get two of them, and apparently it's done by random, so you can get one and then they send a random one to you. I'll have that link down below and you can scope it out. Now, we're going to be looking at this modified sheep's foot blade here, and it's going to be made up of M390 steel. We have dual thumb studs here for the deployment, and we are looking at a crossbar lock for the locking mechanism, and it's nice and snappy. Now, I don't know if that's adjustable in there or not. If I can find that out before the video goes up, I will annotate above or below. And we are going to be looking at a titanium handle here. Now, this is not a big knife. It does have a lot going on with it here, and I'll see if I can really bring in that blade. Might not do it a whole lot of justice. It almost has like a faux Damascus look to it, but I'm not quite sure how they're doing that. It looks really, really good. And look at the attention to detail here. We have the Hightron engraved above the pivot there. Non-tooled pivot, and it has their little logo. You have this custom area down here, and that is going to have a titanium backspacer along with a titanium clip there, and that is going to be a right-hand carry only for this knife. We don't have any lefty love here as far as the clip goes, but this is going to be ambidextrous as far as being able to open the knife and close the knife. Completely ambidextrous in that regard. Now, let's get an actual size on this fella. This is definitely one crazy looking knife. I remember seeing a photo of it, but that was about the extent, and I thought it looked pretty wild then. So we are going to be looking at 2 and we'll give it 2 5/8 of cutting edge. We'll say just shy of 2 3/4 total blade, and it's going to come in there right at like 6 3/8 overall. Bringing out some comparison knives to give you a better idea of what the size is like on this knife. We got the Vostede Raccoon and the Kaiser Militaw here, and those are going to be much larger knives, but let's see what the next step down looks like. So here we have the Kaiser Drop Bear up top, and we got the Benchmade Bug Out here on the bottom. And you'll see it's even smaller than something like the Drop Bear, although they are fairly close. Now, one thing I can say about this knife here is we just had a discussion about this within the last week or so. At least that's when you guys saw that video that I put out on the Aura from Kaiser, and it being a smaller knife. Now, one thing I can say about the edge play here is that this is a smaller knife, but this is a smaller knife that I can get down with. I like this. Even though it's smaller, right? It's even smaller than the Aura, which I complained about. And it's not that it's just that this knife should have been larger. Point being, they did some extra on this knife right here, and I'm okay with this size for this knife. Now, with that being said, I would like to see this in a larger platform. We need an XL edge play right away. This thing is freaking crazy. Not sure what we got going on here. Looks like the forming of the Predator Triangle, or it's sprinkles. Let's just say it's the Predator Triangle. You know, in the movie, how he brings up that triangle before he shoots his laser gun. That's what that reminds me of right there, at least anyway. And all that milling, look at that. Really, really nice. Even the clip goes with the flow of the milling into the titanium. Everything matches up really nicely with the anodized hardware there. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look at that pocket clip. We'll bring out our 50 ways baked in Hank here, and we'll see what this looks like in the pocket. And I think I'm going to like this quite a bit. Yeah, this is my sweet spot right here. I love, even maybe just a little bit more, but this is starting my sweet spot. I like just a little bit poking out there, and that is absolutely perfect. Gives you a nice place to get into the pocket, actually get a hold of some of the knife here, and pull this thing out of your pocket. Now, I was concerned initially here, but now upon feeling this, I don't think, yeah, that's going to slide in nicely. So, you know, depending on the thickness, of course, if you're wearing winter Carhartt insulated thermal pants, right, you know, maybe those seams in some of the areas might be a little thick for this. But, you know, in standard pants pockets, jeans, khaki shorts and pants, gym shorts, bands and whatnot, this is going to fit just fine. And it's got a nice spring in there. It's not overly tight like some smaller, shorter milled clips can be. So that is a concern I had, but has been alleviated now. Now we're going to bring the arch nemesis out here, and we call it the arch nemesis because we like to guess the weights here on the channel. And the viewers, you guys are more than welcome to play along. Even if you already put your comment for your carry and your EDC for the day, feel free. Put a second comment down there. Hell, you can put a third comment. The more, the merrier. And make sure you hit that thumbs up button while you're down there putting your guess in for the weight. I'm going to give it a go here. It doesn't have, it has a little heft to it. There is a little bit of internal milling there on both sides, but it has still, for its size, a little bit of heft. I am going to say about 3. It's close to 3. I'm going to say it's up there around 3. It feels about that. It's not higher than that. Let's say 3. Oh! 2.7. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I was thinking it could be a little lighter, but 2.7, not bad at all. That's ratio. People will be happy about that. About 80 grams and 2.7, 2.8 ounces. That's leading me to believe it's 2.5, you know, or it's 0.5 above. So it's like 2.75 or above to go up to that 2.8. This is a really precise scale in a sense, and that's why you see that little bit of fluctuation there. But let's put the arch nemesis back on the shelf, and we're going to get our other tool out here, the calipers, which we don't have any issue with these calipers here. These are very, very nice. This has a little bit of thickness to the handle, which we're going to check here. About 0.44. So not overly thick for its size. It's actually a good thickness. Whoa, that just turned, and I didn't even realize that. 82 thousandths. Whoa. I didn't even know that. Somebody probably already commented like, dude, that thing moves. Dudes and ladies, This has a little clicker on it. Oh, man. Excellent idea. That is what you call integration right there. Hell, I didn't know that spun like that. Did you? Did you? Did you or not? Tell me the truth. Because I didn't. So 85 thousandths-ish, coming down even a little less. Let's see what we got here for the behind the edge. And it looks and feels like it comes down pretty thin. Yeah, it does. That's down there around 18 thousandths with that particular hold in that particular spot. But let's see how the edge play cuts out of the box. We're going to use our standard catalog paper here. And let's see what we have here. Oh. Okay. Yes. Okay. You might be wondering, unless you've been watching the channel for a little bit, watching knife content for a little while, you might be wondering who Hightron is. They're really a company who just came onto the scene within the last year and a half-ish. Year and a half. I think they are closely related to, if not the sister company to, Knock Knives and that whole team. Okay. I think they are fully, intertwined. So what that tells me is, if you are familiar with Knock Knives, and if you're not, I definitely recommend go check out Hightron's website. I'll link some Knock Knives down below. But they have some crazy, crazy stuff. Similar to what like Reich and Katuo do, but in a different design language, but to those extremes. So some really crazy stuff, and some stuff that is really, really expensive as well. They have some Knock Knives, along with Katuo and Reich, have some of the coolest knives that you will ever see. Insane. Now, some of them I don't believe make it stateside, or not very many. But man, have I seen some crazy knives come out of that manufacturing. Let's go ahead. We'll take a closer look at this, and we are perfectly centered up there. As far as the crossbar lock goes, guys and gals, it's good. It could be a little stronger, to be honest. But without even touching it, without it being broken in, anything, it's pretty good. I'm not going to say it's pretty good. I typically say they could be a little stronger, but this is pretty good. And it might be adjustable. If you know the answer to that, maybe you own this, or maybe you've seen a disassembly, let me know. I'll try to get that done before this video goes up and let you know. But you might be able to increase the spring strength on this, which would give you an even better opening action. But it's pretty good. I mean, it's not bad at all. I would say if 8.5 is perfect strength for a crossbar, let's say 9 is perfect. 10 might be too strong. This is like an 8. So, if you could get that extra notch of tension, this would be, oh my goodness. I mean, it is. This is cool as hell. This is really cool. This is, for the first time in a long time, a small knife that I can actually get down with. Now, one thing we'll do here is, for the people who want to take a look at that, we'll give you a look here, close up of that edge. See what that's looking like. Looks very good. Nice little sharpening choil. The plunge is as far back as it can go. Very good on that end. You'll have some sharpening life in this fella. And boy, that looks good. And that plays some tricks on your eyes as well. This thing is freaking sweet. I like this. And you got a freaking little fidget thing in the butt end of it on a detent. Every one gives you a... Can you hear it? Every one gives you a nice little tactile click. Nice. Talk about integration. That is really well done. I had no freaking clue. You actually have no exposed hardware. Tooled hardware, I should say. Tooled hardware on this side. You got your pocket clip screw here, which is going to be T6, along with the body screw. And then we are going to be looking at T8 there for the pivot. So, and T8 on the thumb studs as well. So T8 pivot and T6 for the rest. I would like to see T8s all the way around. I gave this like a little eighth of a turn, and that seemed to even help this out even more. Man, that is good. This is awesome. Now let's get old Spine Wacky out here, and we'll see what he has to say about the edge play. Locked out here, and it feels good. No up and down. I'm moving the entire blade, but I don't feel any movement in there on the crossbar lock, which even if we had a little bit of movement, wouldn't be a huge cause for concern. Let's go ahead and give this a couple of love taps. We'll start out towards the tip with a couple of lighter ones just to get us going. And that lets us know, hey, it's at least partially safe. We'll go to the middle here, a couple of harder ones. Very good. We'll close it and check it. Feels good. Go a little harder up towards the pivot here. Very good. Yes. We'll run this thing through a couple of checks here, make sure nothing has changed. And crossbar locks have proven over the last 2 years. We have tested every single knife that has come across the table in the last almost exactly 2 years. Every single one in every unboxing. Crossbar locks are one of the most resilient locks for a folder that there is, especially with the way that it's done, right? Like with button plunge locks, like it's a spring doing it, it's a bar holding it, right? But if done properly, they can be very strong, very resilient. So crossbar locks are solid, especially when you got the right spring strength. And there are tons of Omega springs out there that you can get. If I wanted to really increase the spring strength on this, I could do it. I probably have 100 packs of Omega springs. Now, there are different sizes, of course, and so on, but there are ways to go about increasing that if you were hell-bent on it. But I can say right out of the box, I'm good. I mean, I'm good. Like, say these popped off real easily and I could move it real quickly, right? I might do it eventually. But as this knife sits, I'm not real worried about it at all. And what I also love is the tabs. They stick out just far enough that they're easy to get to and easy to disengage. But I can still reverse flick this, hold my finger up here, and it doesn't stop me from opening the knife all the way. There are some crossbar locks out there where the tabs stick out too far, and sometimes I'll have to either adjust for that, or every time I reverse flick it, my pointer finger or my index finger will hold me up. So really nice on both accounts there. They stick out just far enough, but not too far. They have a little twist to them, a little bit different than what we typically see. This is a little bit different than we typically see all the way around from tip to butt. This thing is freaking Sweet. Really cool. All titanium. You got that really cool pattern on the blade. Man, you guys will have to let me know. What do you think of this knife right here? Is it a little too crazy for you? Or is this something you could see in your weekly rotation? I look forward to hearing your thoughts and opinions, especially on these newer knives. Make sure you share this video and hit the thumbs up button. That helps push the video out there to more people. And the more people that see this video, that's more people that will get into the knife world, into the EDC community, and the bigger and better the knife world will grow. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy knife and EDC content, you're in the right place. Make sure you're subscribed because I release videos like this every single day. I'd love to have you here. And if you are new, let us know down in the comments. That way we can welcome you to the G-Baller family properly. I'm going to toss pop up a couple of new videos. Go check the one you haven't seen out yet because it's only one out of the 3. You've seen the other 2, right? Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. I love you all. I will catch you on the next one.